Alright, so today we are going to be upgrading this SCX24 to brushless. Alright, so the most important part that we are going to be using is going to be the brushless motor. This one is from Sequire. It's going to be a 1520 3500 kV motor, so outrunner, as you can see right here. As for the ESC, is going to be the anti-ESC, also from Sequire. This one is a 50 amp ESC, runs up from 2S to 3S, so we can potentially feed this a little bit of power and go with 3S if we want, potentially, but I don't think we need to do so. And in order for us to modify the gearbox, we do require a gearbox that you have to purchase. This one is from Me. It's from Me USA. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but anyway, this is the brushless. This is going to be the brushless gearbox that you can just buy directly from Amazon. If you want to save the most money, you can also modify the ones that is on the original SCX24, but that's going to require you to have a 3D printer and might be a little bit more hassle, so this one is a lot more easier. All right, let's start the modification. All right, so the first thing that you wanted to do is to remove the gearbox. So you can just unplug the motor right here. It's very hard to remove. I don't know what they did to these PX 2.0 plugs, just very hard to remove. Yep, I think this is the 2 screws that you have to get. Oh, this is lots more smaller. All right, so to get this particular screw, you are required to have a super tiny little hex, which you probably can find for those kind of tools that can be used to repair glasses. Okay, so just to prevent us from not losing the parts, we're just going to be using a magnet pad right here to catch the screw, because this is a specialty one. Make sure you don't lose it. Okay, so there is going to be one more screw right here that you need to take off. So the gearbox is now off. We're going to take out these transmission shafts. I'm going to put it there. That's a different screw. Make sure you don't lose it. Oh, so I guess we are able to keep it. No, maybe not. We will eventually need to remove it anyway, but right now, just so us can remove it, we can just remove it like this. Next step, we are going to be mounting this thing up here. Before we do so, this is going to be the little gear that's going to be coming with the gearbox. We can use this and yeah, just mount it. No problem. All right, so we have installed the pinion successfully, but yeah, you probably want to have a little rubber mallet, just kind of bang it down, facing it to the ground. That's a way of doing it, or you can just have one of these kind of pinion installer. That might be a better way of installing for the long run. So once we have this, we can start installing this onto the gearbox. So let's see. Yeah, you can grease this if you want. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna probably line it up. It's working. Okay, let's make sure that the gear is actually engaged. You can see that it's actually working properly, and we can get another one in. All right, hand tied. All right, so that's done. Next, we're going to be bringing out the original gearbox. You wanted to remove this so we can install it back here. Okay. Need the double small one. I think this is 1.5 or something. To remove it. Pull out the screw, put it here, and remove it. So this is going to be the direction. I shall assume that it's going to be the same. Put it in like that. All right, done. Okay, so coming back to here, we are going to be removing this battery pack in order for us to have better clearance to install. I don't know if the motor is actually going to be getting into the way of this, but yeah, we'll hope for the best. Alright, so one problem that we discover is that because the current orientation of this little bottom plate requires us to install our gearbox like this, but we need to install it like this because yeah, I'm going to reuse this Spektrum receiver. So what we're going to have to do is we will have to flip this. pay attention to this little screw hole.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so the flipping has been completed. You can see that the mounting hole is now right here, so we will be able to mount our gearbox. So to mount the gearbox, what we have to do, so you're gonna try your best to fit all these little stuff in here. Alright, so this is gonna be the outcome, and it should be a pretty snug fit. I think these are the screws. I think we can also use these as well. Alright, so one last little screw over here. Right, done. Okay, so it looks like we just ran into our first problem, is that you can see that this little thing is not long enough and it's going to be dropping out, so we might have to replace this to a slightly longer shaft. So yep, probably a good time to just upgrade this to metal. Okay, so the next step is to install the ESC. Should be fairly simple. Right, just plug in the cable like that, and we're likely just going to be mounting the ESC like right here. So these cables can go somewhere. We're going to tie it up to the ramp rail right here as well. So you should be able to get, yeah, we did actually get, let's see. Okay, we do have a lot of like zip ties and also 3M little stickers. This is going to be very sticky. Very good. Just going to place it on the bottom of your ESC, and we're just going to be placing the ESC like right here. Okay, since we're going to be reusing this as a receiver, so we need to remove the lightning cable, and I'm going to put the lightning cable aside, and you are going to be plugging in this cable, the signal and power cable, to the second channel in this receiver. Okay, like that. All right, so at this stage, we're basically done. What I want you to do is bring out your original Spektrum radio, just power it on like that. Then we are going to be plugging in the original battery to this power cable. This is already designed for PH 2.0. And you're going to power up your ESC right here, just kind of like short press. It should be powering on. Let's see. Nope. Long press a little bit. Nope. We're not getting any power. Why is that? Alright, here we go. For some reason, it took a while for it to respond to my pressing. Let's actually see if this actually is going to be functioning. It should. Okay. Aha, you can see that it is moving, but because like you can see that this gear is this driving shaft is not engaging, we'll have to replace it. But at least right now you can see that we are getting the car. Oh, shoot, it is upside down. Oh, I hate this. We're gonna have to fix it a little bit then. Yep, we're gonna have to reverse the channel in this thing, so yep, hopefully we can do that. Okay, so basically this is how it works. We're going to be just putting the battery pads, everything back, and call it a day. Alright, so the build is now completed and it's basically ready to drive, but before we do so, here are some additional mods that we have to do to this truck in order for it to run properly. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is to reverse the motor direction. The reason behind is right now because we're mounting this gearbox like this way instead of like motor facing in the front. Yep, when you're just pressing your throttle on your remote, on the original one, it is just going to be going reversed. So why are we mentioning this is because the SOT2 radio, I just don't think there is any way that you can just reverse the throttle by pressing the buttons on here. I just don't think that's something that was built in. So yep, what we did is I just reversed the first and the third wire. I just swapped them around, and this is just going to be reversing the throttle like manually like this. So yep, this is a way of doing it. The second thing we did was I just cut off the battery pad, so basically by a clipper, and you can see, yep, right now it's not interfering with the motor. Otherwise the original battery pad, it goes all the way down here. It's going to go into the way of the motor, so you will have to like cut it off a little bit. Okay, so a third modification that we did was these drive links. We have to change it to metal because the original ones, as you can see priorly in the video, is just not long enough. So what we are using right now is going to be the ones from MIUS. So MIUS. Damn it, I just can't pronounce anything. So the brand that we're using is going to be MEUS. Yep, this one is just going to be low enough. So if you wanted to get this one, links are also going to be down below. All right, so lastly, the last mod. It's kind of pretty simple. You just use some zip tie to tie up the wires against the rails right here, so it just doesn't look as messy. And yep, basically that is going to be it. And we will be able to start giving this a test drive. Let's see if it works. All right, so what we can do right now, since we're using the original receiver and radio, all we have to do is just power up the radio like that, and you can just power up the ESC. So this one, just kind of short press, it should be powering up like this. And yeah, you don't have to power up this radio, so you can just leave it off. It's not going to make any difference. So yep, you can see that we are going to be getting the controls. So very good thing, we don't have to swap all it to another receiver, otherwise it's just extra money. All right, so you can see this is going to be the power of brushless system. This is something that the previous SCX24, the original stock motor, is not able to do, and you are basically unable to slow crawl, but right now you can. Yeah. It still stutters a little bit at very slow speed, so you can see that if we go like ultra slow, since this is also not censored, so which means yeah, there's going to be a lot of guesswork for this one to drive properly. But you know, no FOC, it's totally fine for the price, but it is pretty good. You can see, yeah, still getting pretty good performance right here. Right now, you are really able to slow crawl. Yeah, that's something that I can't say no. Brushless system, it is just so good. All right, so basically, I think that's gonna be something enough to demo. And yep, obviously, if you wanted to drive it to the full max speed, this is gonna be how fast it's gonna go. Not very fast, but yep, you don't need it to be fast because this is just gonna be a crawler. Right, now let's put back the top plate and we can start driving this. All right, upgrade successful. All right, so that basically wraps us up this short tutorial video. I hope this is straightforward and to the point that you can just, you know, replica if you wanted to do so. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and help me smash the subscribe button. And yep, I will see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the footage. Bye for now.